about object oriented language concepts. Okay, object oriented concepts. Okay, object represents ಇವೆಲ್ಲ advanced level. Okay, advanced Python. Okay, you are in advanced Python, you are learning advanced Python, Usha. Okay, so ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ object oriented language concepts ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. C++ example language is C++, Java. Okay, all these will be using object oriented language concepts. So object represents real world things. Okay, say for example, bank customers. Okay, similarly, company employees. Similarly, students. Okay, now whenever we talk about object oriented language, you must know class. Okay, you must know class, you must know class, you must know data encapsulation, data encapsulation. Okay, similarly, you must know about objects, you must know about objects, you must know about reference variables. Okay, similarly, you must know about polymorphism, you must know about inheritance, you must know about uh, templates. Okay, all these things. Say first thing is class. Class is a user defined data type, it has attributes and methods. Okay, say if you see the class here, class student. Okay, it is having private data, int roll number and character name. Similarly, it is having methods, get data and put data. Okay, you must have the definition for a class. So you see there in this example, the class name is human. It has data, legs and hands. Okay, when it comes to the methods, walk and talk. Okay, now if you see here, I am creating human Rajesh. Okay, now Rajesh dot Rajesh dot walk. Okay, now what will be the output for this? What will be the output for this, Usha? Can you guess? When I run this, I'm creating an object of Rajesh by using class human. Okay, and I'm calling the method Rajesh.walk. Now, what will be the output for this? Walking. Good. You see there, whatever I have written within this print statement, that will be printed. So in the output you'll get I am walking. I am walking. Okay. Similarly, when I run Rajesh dot talk. Okay, now here you'll be getting I'm talking. Okay, now here there are two methods, walk and talk. So let me execute that. Already I have typed the things. Okay, just I'll uncomment. You see there, I'm commenting this. Now I'm creating a class, my class. Okay, it has attributes x and y. It has attributes x and y. X is 5, y is 200. Similarly, one more attribute, college. It is CEC. Okay, now when I run this, Okay, it is created, it is created. Okay, now if you want to create an object, if you want to create an object of my class, this is the way. Here we need to give brackets, here we need to give brackets. This statement will create an object p1. Okay, now after p1 I'll run this. I will run module class 1. Okay, see here, what is the error? What may be the error, Usha? Indentation error. What is the error? Indentation error. Okay, that means this p1 must be moved here. Okay, in the same line, in the same line it must be. So I'll run this. It has been created, p1 has been created. If you want to print 5, okay, if you want to print that, just you need to comment this. You see there, I'm printing the value p1 dot x. We got 5. Similarly, if you want to print, if you want to print y there, okay, you can write print p1 dot y, p1 dot y. Okay, now we are using an operator like dot. Okay, here you must know dot operator. Okay, this dot is known as dot, this dot. Okay, this represents dot operator. Dot. Okay, dot operator, also known as member access, member access operator. Okay, now similarly, if you want to print, if you want to print CEC, if you want to print this CEC, okay, you can access by using p1 dot college, p1 dot college. Okay, you see there, you comment this. Now you run this, you'll get the output 5. You see there, we got the output like 5, 200 and CEC. Okay, in this example, in this example, which is the object, which is the object, Usha, what is the object in this example? Object is a variable, object is a variable, so p1 is the object, p1 is the object. So we can, I can write here, I have given the definition of class. In this example, Raj is an object. Okay, in this example, Rajesh is an object. So we can write the definition of object. We can write the definition of object is an instance of, it is an instance of class. It is an instance of class. Okay, if you want to declare an object, we need to write class and object name. Okay, it is like int a. Okay, where int is class here, a is variable, similarly object is variable here. Okay, we can say it is like a variable, it is like a variable. Are you understanding, Usha? Okay, these are very important concepts, object oriented language. Okay, you must know what is class, you must know what are attributes. Type me attributes in this class, Usha. If you say s, okay, xy, okay, xy, similarly one more, you have left one more, college. College is also an attribute, college is also an attribute. Okay, now I'll comment this, I'll comment this entire thing. I'll come here, Here, okay, I'll comment this. You see there is one method. There is one method. Okay, this is known as default method. Default method. Okay, these are like constructors. Okay, these are like constructors. Okay, why we are using constructors, Usha? Constructors are used for constructors are used for initialization for initialization of attributes. Okay, constructors are used for initialization of attributes. Similarly here, init. Okay, init is a default constructor. Okay, or a default method. It's a default method. Okay, please type me this init. Okay, whenever you are writing init, you must write like underscore underscore init. Okay, again underscore, after that brackets. This is the default constructor. It is a method. Okay, so we must use diff. After that space, after that init, within this code. Okay, within this code, brackets are optional. So in this example, I'm defining an init method or default constructor. It has three parameters. Okay, like my, name, and age. Okay, instead of my, we can write this one as self. Okay, as of now, you treat this one as self. Okay, now self is like you see there, self is like this operator. Okay, is like this operator, pointing to pointing to pointing to current object. Okay, that is the meaning of self here. Okay, I'm commenting this. Now you see there, I'm passing John in 36. I'm creating an object P1. Okay, as soon as P1 object is created, we are passing John. John will be copied to name, 36 will be copied to age. Okay, and again John will be copied to self.name, P1.name, and 36 will be copied to P1.age. Okay, now after that we are printing P1 and age. Okay, when you run this, okay, I did not comment this. Just I'll comment this. I'll run this. You see there, John and 36. In this class, we are having one default method, that is init. Okay, it has three parameters. Self is always required. It is like this. Operator in the C language or C++ language. Okay, now this is the object creation. Okay, here we are creating an instance. Instance is nothing but object. Instance of person. Okay, it is an instance of object. Okay, just I'll comment this. Now I want to create one more object, Rajesh with 28. How to do that? Please type me, Usha. By saying this, if I want to create an object Rajesh, okay, and P1 is the reference variable or the object itself. How to do that? Please see and type it. Rajesh, age 28. Okay, good. See here, whenever we are passing some string, that must be enclosed within double quotes. Whenever we are passing integers, no need of double quotes or single quotes. Now person, what it does, it invokes person, what it does, it invokes the default constructor. It invokes the default constructor or the default method. So I'll comment this. Now you see in this example, okay, you see the example here. How many methods does this class has, Usha? Here, how many methods are there? Three. Good. Okay. You see there, the first method is define init. This is default method. This is default method. Okay. The other methods, my function for name. This function displays the name. Okay. Similarly, this function displays the age. This function will displays the age. Okay. Now I'm creating an object p1. We are passing John in 36. After that, we are invoking or we are calling. So let me run this. So the error here is I did not comment this. So you comment this, you run this. You see there, we got hello, my name is John. I'm passing here John. Okay, and 36. So these things will be copied here. These things will be copied. Say I will comment this. I'll comment this. If I run this, P1 is not defined. Say I'll run this. I'll comment this. I'll remove the parameters here. Here also, I'm removing the parameter. Okay. Now, here also, I'll remove the parameters. Now, I'll run here. See there, 0 positional, but 1 was given. Say in this case, I'll comment this. I'll run this. Okay, I'm not printing anywhere. p1.myfunc for name. So I'll run this. That one was given. Say I'll remove all these. Here I'll pass Rajesh. Okay, let me try that. This is mandatory. In this example, we are having three different functions. We are having three different methods. Okay, we are creating an object. We are passing the values. Now, similarly, the next example. I'll uncomment this. I'll run this. See here, we need to write self here. We need to write self always. Okay. see here, we got hello, my name is John and 36. Okay, that was the mistake we were doing here. Here what I need to write? Self. Okay, here also I need to write self. Okay, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ ಉಷಾ? We need to type self. Okay, whenever we are calling the functions in the class, we must write self. This is like this. Okay, object reference or the address. Self will be having the address. Self will be having the address of the variable create of the object created. So I'll comment this, I'll run this. Okay, so what is the mistake here? Here I must use self. Somewhere again I have used my. Everywhere it must be self only. It is optional. Self ಆದ್ರೂ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, anything, but regular practice is self only. Somewhere again I have used my. Can you tell me what is the mistake, Usha? See here, what is the mistake? What is the mistake? Space, space we can give. Instead of my, here we must write self. Okay, you see there, we got it. Similarly, the next thing is we can create our own class with an empty body. Okay, we can create an empty class, say class sample. Okay, u colon, here you can write pass, here you can write pass. Pass is a keyword. Now I can create a new object O. Okay, object O, by calling sample, it will be created. I'll run this. Okay, it has been created. Say if I define a function, diff my func, you close this, u colon, print my first object. Okay, now if I want to invoke this function, how to do that, Usha? If I want to invoke this function by using this object, how I can call the my func? Oh, you are saying my func. Okay, let me see what happens. So I'll run this, give brackets, you run this. You see there, I'm getting indentation error. Here, see here, it must begin here only. Now I'll run this. My func is not defined. So what you must write? O dot my func. O dot my func. Okay, I told you we must give self. We must give self. You see there, my first object. My first object. Okay. Now what I do is I'll create a new class. I'll create a new class. I'll copy this. Okay, class student. I'll take a class student. Give colon. After this, I'll take define get details. Get details. Okay, give colon. Now print print. Okay, enter name. Enter name. Enter name. Okay, now that must be read into name. Name is equal to input. Name is equal to input. Now one more function. E function in madutandre put details. It displays the data. Okay, now here we must write print. Your name is within a single quotes. Your name is percentage s. After here we must write percent. Within brackets you must write name. Okay, now let us see. I'll create student. I'll create a student like s1. S1 is equal to student. I'll invoke now s1 dot. If you want to call this function of this object, s1 dot get details. Okay, after this s1 dot put details. Okay, now run it. See here, we got enter name. Say I have entered Rajesh. See here, name is not defined. So here what we must write? Self dot name. Enter name. Say I have entered Ram. Okay, student object has no name like. Say I'll take name. Name is equal to. I'll take empty string. I'll run. So I'll type enter name. Say Ram. Okay, now I'm not getting Ram. Your name is what you must get here. Enter name, say Ram. Okay, name is not defined here. We must write okay, Usha, you try to rectify this one by yourself. Okay, so I think we can stop here, Usha. Okay, now in this class you learned what is class. Okay, what is object, what is attributes, what are methods. Okay, init, you have used init. Okay, similarly self, you learned what is self. Okay, all these things. Okay, Usha, we can stop here. Bye, Usha. I'm stopping the record.